Wow, my very first live show here. Gee, what do I say? Um, day one on the Sedone trip. I'm at Grants Pass, Oregon. I've been driving about, I guess, 10 hours now, roughly. And, I'm feeling pretty good. So, I think I'm just going to keep driving until it gets dark. And as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but it's still bright out. So I think I'm going to keep driving, and I'm going to maybe try and make it to Mount Shasta. I think that would be a neat place to spend the night. That's a plan. So, what can I share? As I mentioned to some of you, this is more of a pilgrimage than a holiday, really, to do some healing, and something just told me to go. So I'm going to meet some people there. I'm going to do a lot of meditating and so on and so forth. But the energy is already coming. It's so weird. Yeah, I got a little bit emotional earlier, just driving, just out of the blue, and some energy came up, and I just let it happen, and wow, it was really neat. Almost like a little meditative as I'm driving. Hopefully not too meditative. So, anyway, when I sit down for the night, if I can think of something cool that I want to share, I'll, maybe in another hour or two, I might do this again. So, we'll see. So here, my very first Facebook Live right here. You saw it. It says here there's one person with me. Maybe that's just me. So I'll catch you guys again. If not, I'm going to do this again tomorrow, at least once or twice every day, especially when there's something really cool to share. So, keep tabs on me, and hopefully we'll discover a lot of interesting things together. Try and share as much as I can. Sedone or bust, vortex or bust. Here we go. Thanks. Hello, my crazy peeps. Oh, I'm tired. Drove 12 hours. I'm at Mount Shasta in California. And, yeah, it's cold here. There's some snow. It's probably a little too dark to show you, but not as much snow as I thought there would be. I thought there would be way more snow, but you know what? It's pretty good. The mountain passes were clear. Everything was great. So, yeah, I'm going to bunk in the sleeping bag here in the cab. It's nice and warm in here. But I've got some cool stuff to share. Honestly, I started on this trip and I thought, oh, well, I better hurry up and get to where I'm going, and then the cool stuff will start there. But you know what? Well, I'll just tell you a couple of kind of bizarre things happened. I was just about 15 minutes into California on the I-5, and I was way up on the top of a mountain pass. And I don't know, I had my phone on like shuffle, and I've been for about probably 2 hours, and all my favorite tunes, and playing away and everything, and nothing really sort of energetic or what you might consider meditative had come on in all that time. And suddenly it chooses like one of these shamanic bowl things, with the resonating bowls and what have you. And I'm just driving along with the truckers there and relaxed, and this song comes on, and it's really meditative, and I start really getting into it. I got my headphones on, and anyway, I come over this top of this mountain, and I'm starting to head down the mountain pass, and I'm looking at this valley, like miles and miles and miles and miles. I can see this, and the sun's gone, and yet I can really see clearly. And I don't know, I was all feeling all tingly and relaxed, and really felt that the music was bringing something out, and it was really profound. Everything looked bright, and it really shouldn't have. And it was surreal. It was like time slowed down, and I'm just driving along, on autopilot almost, and passing truckers and just doing whatever I normally do. But it suddenly occurred to me that, time had kind of slowed down a little bit. You ever had that happen? Well, anyway, this lasted for 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I'm just driving along, and I was just really blissful and happy. It was amazing. So I thought, wow, I guess the trip starts now, or I guess the experiences start now. So anyhow, I had that, and it was really more profound. I don't really have the words. And then I get to, I forget exactly where, another little town, and I'm thinking, well, it's getting late, I should stop. But my friend Jane had suggested going to Mount Shasta, which is where I am now. And suddenly I just wasn't really tired anymore, and I just kept driving and driving and driving. And I get about, half an hour from where I am now, and suddenly this bird that looks like a seagull to me, it was white, and it was quite large, suddenly flies across the median, like the between the two freeways, and just clears my hood and smashes into my windshield and bounces off and cracks it all to heck. I'm looking at it now. I'll have to have a closer look at it in the morning to see if he broke right through, but he shattered my windshield. I don't think I could show it to you now, but anyway, my windshield's all shattered now. Boy, that woke me up. If energetically someone's trying to get a hold of me, I'm listening. Oh my God. Anyway, having a good time. I'm going to hit the pillow and get an early start, and for sure I'm going to make it to Sedone tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, if I do another long day like I did today. So, thanks for tagging along. Good night. Well, just a little update. Woke up in Mount Shasta with like a foot of snow. So, yeah, I figured, hey, I better get out of here and start heading towards San Francisco. And this is what I was expecting the whole way through, actually. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here, see if you guys can see this. I'm way up in the mountains, and man, there's real snow happening here. I got the four-wheel drive all hooked up. Let's have a look. Okay, this is day 2 in my crazy adventure. You guys are gonna really laugh, although it wasn't really funny there for a little while. I'm not in Sedone. I'm in a place called Kingman, Arizona. It's really nice weather. I don't think I'm gonna have to use the heater I brought at all. I brought a brand new inverter generator, and I got a little electric heater in here. I don't know. I read online that it was could go down to 0 at night. Well, what time is it now? It's pretty late, and hey, it's t-shirt weather. So that's good news. But anyhow, the reason that I'm not there yet is all this time I've been calculating this based on what I thought was kilometers, and it was miles. What a dumbass. So I took the long route down the I-5 because I thought, well, the roads will be nice. I'll be able to drive faster. It'll be great. It's only 1,600 kilometers. It's okay, because I think the other way was 1,200 kilometers. I thought, that's no big deal. But, in reality, it's 2,500 kilometers because it's like 1,600 miles. Oh, anyway, I don't know how I did that. And then here I am driving along thinking, the signs would come up, and I just automatically thought, well, that's kilometers. So, I'm driving at about 120, sometimes a little more. So I'm thinking, well, okay, if it's, 100 kilometers away, I should get there in less than an hour. But it's not 100 kilometers, it's 100 miles. So 100 miles would be 160 kilometers, so it would be way more than an hour. So finally, and I'm thinking, what is going on here? I know how fast I'm going, and I should have got to this town by now. And this has been happening all day. And I'm counting, tanks of fuel. And I had figured about how many tanks of fuel it was going to take. This truck's got 2 tanks. They're about maybe 15, 16 gallons each, or 60 liters, which has really come in handy because I could fill it up and just drive and drive and drive and drive, not have to worry about stopping for fuel all the time. So that's been a real bonus. But, they're starting to add up. I'm thinking, what's going on? So anyway, now I know. No way I'm getting to Sedone in 2 days. It's 2,500 kilometers. I should have went the other way. But I'll be going back the other way through Salt Lake City. And I'm going to have my truck a little bit more set up to take video also to share with you guys. Anyway, it's late now. I'm over here at a truck stop. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see that. Sort of, it's an empty parking lot on this end. Hopefully it'll be nice and quiet. I'm actually parked beside a roadhouse. I didn't even think those things existed, and there it is. The big rig dollhouse. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll probably park over here. So, it's just as well. Just as well, because if I was to go into Sedone now, it's pitch black dark. I wouldn't see anything. So that'll be a treat for you guys too, because tomorrow morning I'm going to try and set up my big camera a little bit better and maybe shine it through the part of the windshield that isn't shattered, and maybe get some really, really good video as I'm coming in to that area, with the beautiful red mountains or hills or whatever. I hear it's really, really beautiful. So if not, I will definitely go live if I see something really nice on the way into Sedone. I'll just go live and I'll just stick this phone out the window. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try this right now. There's a little button here. I think it makes the camera go forward. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it does. Okay. There, see, there's that thing. Okay. Because this selfie camera is really not very good. The other one's better. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. If I don't get the other camera set up, or even if I do, I'll share with my peeps here on live. So I'm about 3 hours away. I'll get up probably around 6, 7 in the morning. So whatever. If you guys are up around, I don't know, maybe 10 in the morning, I'm going to hit the live button on the way down, as soon as I see something really cool. So anyway, thanks for tagging along. Thanks for all the comments. I really appreciate it. It just, kind of feels like you guys are coming along for the ride, and you're sitting in the seat beside me, and I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this part of it. This is great technology. So again, good night, and you'll hear from me tomorrow in the daylight.